Hello, today we are going to start with the Henry series from D.B. Johnson, and the first one we're reading is Henry Climbs a Mountain. Here is Henry. Henry wanted to climb a mountain, but he had only one shoe. His other shoe was at the shoemaker's being fixed. I'll get it on my way, he thought. But on his way to the shoemaker's shop, Henry was stopped by Sam, the tax collector. "Henry," he said, "you haven't paid your taxes." "Pay a state that lets farmers own slaves? Never," said Henry. "You have to pay or you go to jail," Sam said. "Then take me to jail," said Henry, and Sam did. Page. The door slammed shut. Henry lay down on the bed and looked up at the white walls and the white ceiling. He put his bare foot against the wall. "I wish I had my other shoe," Henry thought. He took crayons from his pocket and drew a shoe on the white wall. Beside the shoe, he drew a flower with a hummingbird on it. Next, Henry drew the tree the hummingbird lived in. Under the tree, he drew a path that crossed a river and climbed a mountain. Henry got his shoes wet. As he drew up the wall, he sang this song. "The bear goes over the mountain, the bear goes over the mountain, the bear goes over the mountain to see what he can see." Henry climbed up waterfalls. He marched in and out of clouds. When it started to rain, Henry pulled his hat down and put on his coat. He drew a hawk soaring in the clouds on the ceiling. At the top of the mountain, Henry met a traveler coming up the other side. He was singing this song. "The other side of the mountain, the other side of the mountain, the other side of the mountain will set me free at last." Henry and the traveler sat together on the mountain top. They talked and laughed and sang more songs. "You have no shoes," said Henry. "Are you walking far?" "As far as the star in the north," the traveler said. "That's a long way," said Henry. "Take my shoes." The traveler put on Henry's shoes. He stood and waved. "Thank you, friend," he called. Henry started back down the mountain. The path went down and up and down again over sharp rocks that hurt his feet. He tripped over tree roots and logs on the path. "Ouch," said Henry. Once he caught his foot in a rabbit hole. Henry rolled down the last hill and splashed across a river. He had not slept all night. The sun was coming up when he stumbled into the small room. Just then, The door opened. It was Sam. "Someone has paid your taxes, Henry," Sam said. "How does it feel to be free?" Henry smiled. "It feels like being on top of a very tall mountain," he said, and he walked to the shoemaker's shop to buy a new pair of shoes.